All right, y'all, welcome to this week's episode of Music in the Minor League. We're at episode 70. We're kind of shocked, man. We started doing this. We didn't know how long it was going to go, and episode 70 seems like a really good number, so we're excited to be reaching that point. This week, we're just having a conversation amongst the band. If you've noticed, we've done a lot of duo shows this year. With a lot of that has to do with Help's life, so we kind of go over what's been going on with him, things that's been changing with all of us. Talk about more full band stuff, talking about our new record we have coming out. We'll get to the info on that inside, but where we didn't tell you inside the episode that it will be released on February 20th, 2026. So coming up in 4 months. The album's going to be called Choosing Sides of Our Own Demise. It's a full band record. Joel and Rebecca show up on it. Jules and Mel from Shame on Me sing harmonies on a song. Just a lot of cool stuff that we'll go over way more in the episode. So keep an eye out for that. Housekeeping stuff. If you like the podcast, share it with some friends. We'd love to get the word out. We talk to new bands. We got people lined up now we're going to be talking to. So we're really stoked to get through the last 5 episodes of this season. Take some weeks off for the holidays. Then we'll be back with season 4 and make it all the way to 100 next season. Kind of wild when you think about that. If you want to be on the podcast, hit us up. We'll start recording season 4 probably in December. So let us know, man. We'll get some episodes built up. And the main thing we have for this episode, we have a preview of our new single. It'll be available on streaming in roughly a month from now. But if you listen to the podcast, you get to hear it now. This song's called Still See You Here from our upcoming record. We hope you dig it. And we'll see you on the other side with a discussion with Brightwire, man. Have a good one. Talk to you later. See you soon. All right, y'all. Welcome to episode 70 of Music in the Minor League. We made it this far. This week we have no guests. We're just going to sit around and talk amongst ourselves as Brightwire. We haven't done this in a while, probably like 19 episodes since we just talked to ourselves.
Something like that, yeah.
So, it's good to just check in. I mean, I remember doing celebrations of 10, celebrations of 20. Then we kind of got to where it was like, we're rolling along.
Wait, so would you say we're celebrating 69 today?
Well, no, because Hal was our sweet 69 last week.
Okay. Well, we can celebrate that. But this is 70.
70?
That's really old. We're a really old podcast.
I know, man. Most people don't make it past 10 and we're at 70.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what's up.
We are too old to run for office.
Most girls like 77 because they get 8 more.
Okay. You are going to have to learn some manners, maybe. Or maybe some different way to express your thoughts if you're going to date.
I don't think I should date, honestly. I think that's just the universe telling me that you're not.
Just shut it down.
You're
I am not fit for the public.
You're ill-equipped for this part of life.
Well, that brings us to a big part of the discussion. Is one of the reasons if anyone's noticed that Kim and I have done some more duo stuff this year and whatnot. I was like, what's happened? Are they breaking up with Health?
We got the gossip for you.
We're not breaking up with Health. Just Health broke up with his ex-wife.
Yeah, I mean, I think I lost like 98 pounds. It's called a divorce.
You lost more than that.
No, she currently weighs 98 pounds, so I based it off that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, dude, 24 years of being with somebody, and then it's just done. So it was been a bit of a whirlwind year for me and my kids.
Yeah. So say there's been a lot of weird stuff even with us, like, being a part of the periphery.
I know, dude. Like, can you go through all this information so I can send it to my lawyer, please?
So that's been a major reason this year has been a lot different. If you've noticed, like, they keep taking breaks and stuff, and that's why.
Yeah.
And even
we
despite those
lives.
breaks, we're still like somehow going to end up playing more shows this year.
I know, dude.
Year.
I know. Every year we say we're going to slow down a little bit.
But next year,
the internal Sam clock just can't do it. He has to keep going more.
2026 is where we're going to take the break because getting old, man. I got on my maintenance pain med for
I got to schedule a colonoscopy, man.
Celebrex or whatever, right?
Oh my God, we totally went from our lives are so busy to we're all in poor health.
Right?
No, it's not just that. It's just things, man. It's just the world around us. If I had to break down and start an antidepressant,
right?
Go to a therapist, I don't know, man, like some millennial.
We are all trying to cope.
Yeah, it's just trying to get through it, dude.
So it's been an interesting year, and I'm sure anyone listening knows that, even outside of music, it's just been wow, we're living through the fall of an empire. It's kind of like it's been fun, man.
Oh.
Right, we had a good run.
It's is there going to be anywhere place to play music?
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But we're doing our best.
Are we going to be allowed to play music?
What we're doing.
True. Which brings us to our other thing that we're doing. We did spend a lot of time this year recording a new record.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
We got, since we have Rebecca and Joel playing with us as a full band, we brought them in and we decided to record a full band Brightwire record. So the drums are really good on this record as opposed to the last two where I was doing them. Rebecca's doing some different bass stuff, so it kind of bounces a bit more, which it didn't do. Because I'm like, this is my song. I don't want bass taken away from it. So I'm just do.
What is a walking bass line?
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
It distracts from my words. So
whatever.
So that's been going on. It's going to be 10 songs. We're actually throwing in 4 covers?
Covers, yeah.
Yeah, which we had been talking about. We had this idea that we were going to go through. We play a lot of covers live. And then the punchline is, I guess I'm a narrator we play live, but the other ones are not songs we really play live. We still have to go back and do the ones that we play live.
Yeah.
But we ended up adding in, we're doing a cover of Lone Justice's Shelter,
yep. Mm-hmm.
Which we had Mel and Jules from Shame on Me come in and do harmonies. And it is huge. It's going to be, we made our pop rock anthem song out of Lone Justice's song. But
hell yeah, they may not like it.
I'm hoping. I don't know. I feel like Maria O'Kee would be down.
She'd be down with it.
I feel like she'd be okay. and what is it? The Van Zant from I'm trying to remember the one from E Street Band. Not the E Street Band Van Zant, not the
Not the
Leonard
real-
Skinner Van Zant or the 38 special. Oh man, he's blanking out. But anyway, so they wrote it together. Steven Van Zandt?
Stevie, yeah, Stevie.
Yeah, so they wrote the song together. And then we're doing an X cover, which was written by Dave Alvin, 4th of July, which
Right, which is the curveball there, because everybody expects you to do a John Doe X song, right? Like that seems to be like, and then you go, no, we're gonna do a Dave Alvin song.
which is, I think it may have only been one of the only songs, because it was interesting reading the story now that we're covering it, because I always liked it. There was that, I think there's Farm Aid or something, they played it, and being younger, I was a kid, I was like, oh, this is cool. It was kind of one of those things where, like, that line you cross. I remember being a little kid growing up at the beach. I don't know how, like, Podunk, Texas town had, like, this music VHS section, and one of them was The Decline of Western Civilization. So, like, from pretty early on in life, like, we had that access to that video. I was like, dude, X is cool, man.
Yeah.
They're crazy. And you come in with this, like, almost cowpunky kind of thing later. So that was super cool. And, yeah, it was just, apparently it was a poem Dave Alvin wrote, and then they turned it into a song for X. And then Dave Alvin covered it with the Guilty Men later, the Guilty Ones. But yeah, so I love that song. I always thought it was great. It felt like, singing a sad song for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Kind of fit the motif these days.
Definitely.
Also, totally a Brightwire thing. Will bring you down.
Yeah, and it was like Dave Alvin wrote like this great sad bastard 4th of July song.
Right.
Yeah.
Love it.
He's like, there's not enough theme songs for 4th of July. Let me pin one.
Right. And then we got we covered Humble Narrator from
Our friends.
Two Cow Garage, which Micah and Shane y'all have heard on the podcast in the past.
Which that one was funny just because, like, these aren't people we don't know. And so when you're recording, you're like, I hope they like it.
Yeah.
It's going to be really awkward if they don't.
Right. Really
Luckily,
hope you like
Micah
our
was
cover.
happy with it, because I was just like, yeah, it's hard when you know someone. Like, for anyone that's like, covering songs of people you don't know is easy. There's no feedback. But
Yeah.
it is always like, oh, God, they're going to hear this, and I hope they're not upset. That said, as someone who's had people cover their songs a couple times, like, I've never seen one where I'm just like, oh, God.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember, was it Sting one time where they did like a Police tribute, and this band covered it, and you just see his face was just like, what did you do to my song?
What is
Oh,
this?
dude, yeah.
It was like a Kennedy Center Honors.
It was a Kennedy
thing.
Center Honors, and it was, what's his face? It was a Hispanic singer who's
Oh,
really
boy.
like,
Ricky Martin or something.
no, but he was like someone like my parents listened to, and you were just like, did he even know the song? Like, it was, he didn't change the key to a key he could sing in.
Okay.
And so it was like that scene in Pee-wee's Big Adventure when the hobo and him are on the train and they're singing Jimmy Crack Corn, and he modulates up and he can't go to the actual pitch, so
Yeah.
it just flatlines the tone. Like, and you were watching Sting, and Sting's just like, oh, crikey.
Thanks. Thanks for the tribute, friend.
Right, dude.
So you always have that fear that it's going to turn into something like that and be like, oh, well, you tried.
Good for you, buddy. You did it. You did something.
Please don't. So luckily I think it actually came out pretty good, man. Like, we're pretty
Yeah,
proud
dude.
of that. And then since it's one of our albums, we also had to cover one of Ben Hall's songs. We did.
Oh, definitely.
I chose Mine in the Gap, which is one of my favorite songs from his first album he did. I don't know if he recorded it again. I keep going through, but I know that song. It was always one of my favorites, so we recorded that.
Yeah.
Then we did a few new songs.
Yeah.
We wrote
We have
a
like
few new
5
ones.
new ones.
And we have a really good new Kim song on there.
Yeah, Kim actually has quite a few songs on this record that she sings. Like
so
4
for all
of
her
them.
fans out there who are like, we need to hear more Kim songs.
I think she has
Got
4
more.
lead songs and one what we do together in Humble Narrator.
Yeah.
So you get a lot more Kim on this record. And then,
Hell yeah.
so that's cool, man. Everyone's going to be stoked to hear that. 'Cause it's less me, the better.
Oh, bullshit.
So that
There's
worked
lots of
out good.
guitars on this record, though, and those are all you.
Yeah.
I know I will throw out that, huge shout out to the MVP of the recording. I've been meaning to post about that. Is, man, bought this Epiphone Les Paul. Like, it's a 60s standard, but it wasn't even that expensive. And I got it to like tear up and turn into like some down-tuned like doom metal guitar. And then it sounded so good. I was like, oh man, let me try it. It was like all over this record. Like, I have the Creston, and that one is like everywhere. It just sounded so good. All the big guitar sounds, and the one solo, I finally did a solo on a Brightwire record, so I have a guitar solo.
That needs to be like whatever the photo is for this episode is a picture of your new guitar.
Well, we'll see. We'll put a picture of us. Yeah, we can include that in the show thing.
Since it's all over the record.
Well, I'm just saying, it's cool, man. Just the Epiphone Les Paul that sounds. I've owned many Les Pauls over the year, and I've sold them all. I've never had one I liked. They always weighed like 500 pounds. This one's not light, but it's not like brick heavy, and it sounded good. It didn't sound like a lot of the 90s ones I had that I wasn't overly stoked with.
Nice.
So that was fun. Trying to think what else about the record. Dan Torres is coming back doing the artwork.
Going for the trifecta.
Figured, he just got, speaking of Dan, just got his poster approved. He's providing the tour poster for all Texas dates for Murder by Death's
final tour.
Yeah. So if you pick up a poster at one of those shows, it will be Dan Torres designed.
Yeah, dude, they loved it, man. That was cool because that was just he loves Murder by Death, and we saw him this summer at the Caverns in Tennessee. And he told me on that trip, he was like, "Yeah, I think I'm designing a poster for them." And he goes, "I'm just going to see if they want it." And he, on a whim, he got it done, and he sent it to them, and they were like, "We love it. Can we use it?" And he was like, "I'd be honored." And they're like, "How much?" He's like, "For free." And they were like, no. And he goes, "Can I just get a signed copy of my poster at the show?" And they were like, "Totally." So yeah, that's how it worked out for him, man.
See, that's cool if they didn't want to do it for free. Like, no, we have to give you something.
Yeah, no, they were really cool about it, man.
Should have been like, well, I need tickets for
right. I'm gonna need some of them backstage passes. I want some charcuterie.
Right, just stand backstage. It's like, cool, there's dudes breaking down amps and stuff.
Right.
The band's still
So
at the
quick
hotel.
sidebar, how was the show in the Caverns?
Okay, the show in the Caverns was like amazing because I knew nothing about the Caverns going into it, and I knew even less about the band we were going to see. So my expectations were low because I was like, it's an experience, and it was one of those trips like your best friend's excited about the band, so you're like, cool, I'll go, and it was like, this could be fun. And we got there, and I'm waiting in line to get in, and it's like, okay, it seems kind of cool. And then you kind of come around this corner and you see the entrance to the cavern. You're like, oh shit, this is like a real underground.
We're gonna beat a hole in the ground.
Yeah. And then you kind of, like, as you're going through the doors, you have like this thought process, like, well, what if this is the time it collapses? Like, because I'm morbid like that.
Yeah, you're paranoid.
I'm the guy. And we're walking through the doors, and it's just like, it opens up, and it's amazing. It's breathtaking. It's like, there are still really cool places in this world that we've actually managed to enhance as humans and not detract from. Like, it was just, they did it very minimally to the point of like, there is no backdrop on the stage. It is just the rock. And so the artists utilize the rock formations for their lighting, and then they can project all over the cavern walls all the video footage and stuff. So it's a fun experience. And if you get to go to see a show there, it's amazing because we were there for like the 5th of July, and the temperature in there was like 60 something degrees. Like, it was great. I mean, it was like walking into air conditioning, and it was no air conditioning at all.
Yeah.
So it was and what was really cool is the opener was Laura Jane Grace, which, I was so stoked to see them, and apparently they were like done with that tour like a couple of like week later.
Yeah, they like broke up.
Yeah, they were. So it was good to kind of catch that. Their set was amazing, but man, I'd never heard Murdered by Death, and getting to see them, instant fan. Like, they wowed me, and I didn't know what to expect. So it'll be cool to kind of see them culminating in their final tour in Houston when they come through the Heights Theater and kind of see it at an actual venue that's a little bit more compact. Because I want to say the Caverns holds like around 2,000 people, I want to say.
Oh, wow.
So it's not super huge, right?
Yeah.
But it's still, it's a
large.
cavern, so it's
Yeah.
different. So it'll be fun at Heights Theater. I'm kind of stoked about it. But yeah, definitely, if you get a chance, like, see a show at Red Rocks, see a show at the Caverns, because these are like real, like, natural places that other places in the world don't have this opportunity. So use it while you got it.
That's cool. I'm glad I
That's
asked that.
cool, man. And like I said, Dan's on it.
Wow, dude, Dan's on everything, man. It's crazy.
All over it.
I mean, he's kicking it. He's like killing it with his job and stuff. Like he's like a big kid now. He's like a 15-year-old with adult money.
It's
See,
kind
that's
of that's kind of like the whole point of the show is like we're all kind of big kids now. We're all doing our big kid stuff in addition to the band. I got a new job.
I know. Congrats on that, dude.
Yeah, it's a
Thank
big
you.
one. That's why Kim's been, so we've been not being able to tour and stuff because
Right.
Kim really got a new job.
Got a new job.
Got to work for the man.
Yep. So I'm working in a law office, which is fun. So it's just like office 8 to 5, but
She's working for Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer. I'm just kidding.
Not true. But that would be classic.
That'd be great.
Actually, I don't know. It may not be that. Maybe
that may be my next job.
Kim would be out in her car driving behind ambulances. Like, did you get hit by an 18-wheeler? Because we can help.
I just got hit.
It has been interesting the transition from working in a non-profit area for 20 years, moving into a place where we literally we're trying to make a profit. We have to profit, and you can't be nice to people. Not always.
I mean,
it's weird.
You want to keep them on the phone, though, because the longer you keep them on the phone, the more you can charge them. As someone who just came through a divorce, I can tell you that.
It's not a thing. Not when I'm talking to them.
Everything costs in a lawyer's office.
Oh, yeah, no joke. It's like, did you breathe? Like, yeah, you inhaled too much of our air freshener. It's an extra $30.
Right, you owe us.
Yeah, so it's interesting, and I'm enjoying it. But I'm, I'm also going through some, like we all have all said, like some health issues, like menopause is getting to me. I'm like not sleeping as much, kind of cranky.
It happens when you become elderly.
It does.
True, it does. When you're joining that AARP,
Look, I'm a few years from the AARP, sir.
It's okay. You're starting to get the mailer sent to you now.
No.
Don't even have to ask for the senior discount. Just, how come this was so cheap?
Well, we gave you the 25% off for the early bird diner.
Is it because I don't color my hair anymore? Is that what it is?
No, I mean, I don't. I keep going through pictures of a few years ago. I was like, oh my God, I didn't have any gray.
It comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, which is fine. We're all cool. We're just elder cool.
Yeah, dude, we're aging like fine wine.
Sure.
Right?
That
But,
said, Kim has a job which has helped with
a lot of stuff.
like financial stuff.
It's been nice.
But it's like we suddenly have bills paid and we can't go anywhere. So it's like,
yeah, it's like
Well, it's okay that we put money back while I'm working. It's fine.
oh, that's cool.
well, we're not at the whoa, honey.
What is it like to have a savings? What is that?
Oh, no, we're not there yet. But that is my plan
I
real
was
soon.
getting envious for a second. Like,
No.
The money and savings that we have is just waiting for Verizon to take it for our cell phone bill.
right. So you're telling me it's not normal to the game isn't to get to zero every month?
No.
We got to get it within 5 cents of once they take theirs.
Right. You mean your life doesn't have to be like a constant juggle of like, I hope they don't take it out till the 15th. Please don't take it out till the 15th.
Right.
So we got coming up, trying to think if we missed anything about the new record. Oh, we decided the name of the record is going to be Choosing Sides of Our Own Demise.
I just literally found this out. That's cool.
Really?
So
Yeah, I didn't know.
feel bad because like Hell's best friend's working on the record with that. Imagine artwork, and it's like, oh.
He doesn't. That's the funny part. Like, he talks about the artistic vision. Like, we'll go over ideas for actual imagery, but yeah, when it comes to like the title of stuff, he doesn't tell me anything.
Like, nothing. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I think it's because of the whole Oxford comma from the first album.
It was such a big deal.
we
was a
are
really
here
big
to
deal.
AP style, and me and Dan's side.
Whatever, dude. MLA style for me, sir.
We're AP folks.
I took real writing classes in college.
Wow.
Kim works in the land of the Oxford comma.
True.
Yes, I
see?
do.
Because lawyers apparently aren't smart enough to break up sentences correctly, so they have to have extra symbols in there.
No, they can charge you for that extra symbol. What are you talking about, dude? That's an extra
It
nickel.
adds up. That's
Yeah, I was gonna say, those nickels.
$300 an hour. That could be $1 or $2.
Yeah, that's a nickel for every time.
I believe it's called a clause, sir. You just put as many commas as you need.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, until you complete your thought.
And then
And then you print it out and you go over it with a red marker and make sure that it all makes sense. I don't know.
All right. And in other good news, we are not using Gold Rush for pressing this time.
shop local, kids.
We're going to go to
got
610
local.
Record Manufacturing here in Houston, who we've known multiple people who have had records pressed by
Yeah,
them.
and they've all been
they're
positive.
either on time or before.
What?
Early.
3 to 6 months late.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, I remember when we had
wait.
Cracked, Flawed, and Frayed printed. And, you know, we were like, okay, we're coming out of COVID. And then Taylor Swift did her multi-vinyl color release. And so we all got bumped. And we're like, oh, I guess it's just how it is. And then so you got smart. And we're like, I'm gonna put this in way early. I'm going to give us a release date that, is
A huge
so far out the
cushion.
door. And then we're like, and you got the initial date from them for the second album. Like, oh, dude, we're good. We're golden.
I was more paranoid that we were going to be stuck with the album for 3 months before it came out.
And just sit on
We
it.
should have them to you by the end of the year. And it's like, oh, we still don't have your test press.
I remember that. That was crazy, dude. We got the test presses, and then it was like turn around and go right back to it. Like, okay, we're done. Let's send it. Come on.
Oh, I remember driving home from Austin and playing them that night.
Yeah.
Sound fine, please. You said we're ahead in line. Like, press
do
it
it.
now. We had it by the next Friday, but it was because we threw a fit.
Yeah.
This was after
We definitely
months
pulled the
of
Karen card
follow-up.
on that, which was worth it.
It was after I was like, well, we're just going to order our stuff from disc makers and,
Oof.
and let everyone know how much you suck. So we did that. So 610's on it, and they've been great. I understand, Gold Rush got some bigger dollar customers and
We're nobody. We
kind
get
of
it.
like just, despite the fact they started by being an alternative so smaller bands could get their stuff, they did what everyone does.
In a capitalist society.
Right? It's like, well, the money's here, and
Right.
we don't care what we told y'all. We're just going to push you back.
Yeah.
And so it worked out.
Are we
but-
just doing black vinyl on this one, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Black vinyl.
Basic black.
We're going to do 140 gram instead of 180 gram. We're going to have an insert on this one because Dan's like really wants that. He's got some ideas.
Stands like art.
That's what 610 does right now. They're newer pressing plants, but we're happy to be a part of the Houston family. They keep it all in
Excited.
H-Town, man.
Heck yeah,
Excited
man.
that they're here.
We got
yeah.
a Houston pressing plant. We got guests from here in Houston from Shame on Me.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Houston musicians.
We kept it local, buddy.
So it's cool, man. It was all done here. John Stoll from Grifters and Shills did our mixing he'd mix it, send it to us. We'd be like, no. And then he'd mix it again. And send it
No.
back. We'd
We'd be like, no.
less no, but still no.
More cowbell.
Right? And then he'd send it back, be like, okay, that's pretty good. And then it would finally be there. So
Yeah.
he did it like that. We did it like that. So it worked out good. Mastering is happening as we record this.
Literally as we speak.
So that's going to be cool. We'll have that out. We'll have some singles dropping by next month.
Yeah.
If by some chance, John, we'll have singles dropping by next month. Take out that hiccup.
Yeah.
Or just leave it in there and make this even more awkward.
Yeah, this feels real awkward now.
More
What were
like
you gonna
we'll do
say?
that. So, what? Now, if
damn it,
John's
Sam.
done in time, what we're going to do is we're probably going to try to include one of the new songs on this episode. But if we get a song in we're recording this on a Wednesday and it'll be out the following Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
We got
the
a week,
day you hear
maybe.
this, we recorded this a week before.
You're listening to the past as the future present.
Right? Things are crazy. So that's what we got going on as far as the new record. Kim's got a new job. Help's newly single. So for all you ladies out there,
no,
DM
no.
us. We'll drop you those digits.
No, thank you. You tried that already, and that almost backfired at Union Tavern. That
Would
night.
it backfire? That elderly lady would have taken care of you.
I know.
She knew more than anyone knows.
She probably would have made me breakfast.
Oh my God.
She was like, we did do that. I called out Health at a union show, and there was a lady, probably 70s, she was in for it.
She was.
Unfortunately, we played too long. I guess she downed too many drinks and
She had to Uber home.
right was just like,
Her
well,
grandson came and picked
Be a
her
good
up.
entry level,
you got to get
be
up
gentle,
back on the
don't
horse.
break a hip. It'd be
Gentle,
easy.
Don't break a hip.
Ease back into
Oh my God.
the workforce.
You don't have to worry about having a kid. It's fine.
Because she was wearing white pants, so she had confidence pants on.
Right?
That's what we call those.
Wow.
Postmenopausal is the way to go.
No, mid-menopausal sucks though. It really does.
Agreed.
Right, you're living
Sam
it right
knows.
So other news we have coming up in November, we're going to be a part of the Old Quarter Songwriter Festival.
The inaugural.
Which is going to be sick. Like John Moreland's playing it.
Jesse Dayton.
Adam and Chris Carroll. 2 Tons of Steel.
It's like a stacked
Dave
lineup.
Wooten, Brent Best.
You're gonna buy the ticket, but you're only gonna need the edge of the seat.
If that, and it's going to be between 4 venues. We're going to be playing the first night at the Old Quarter.
Yep.
And then the next day we're hosting the locals only daytime show at the Naked Iguana Brewery. And then there's also going to be shows at the Proletariat and at the
Scottish
Rite, which is where the big shows will be, where the big
and that building is amazing. Like getting to do a show there is really like it's worth the ticket price right there because they don't do a lot of shows there.
Yeah.
And so getting to go in there and see just that ornate building is really cool.
And then Kim and I will be also running the Old Quarter. We'll be the door
We'll be your
and
hosts
stage
at the Old
managers,
Quarter.
running people out, which means we can go well over our time. Be like, oh, should we get off? Like, you got 5 more. I can just yell to myself.
Right, exactly. Shut up. You heard it. They want another encore.
We got this.
Oh my God.
Adam,
No.
Chris, we're sorry. But that's going to be a blast, man. It's been really cool being a part of the setup for that. Again, like mostly that is Joel and Angela, and I know John and Rebecca have been involved with all the press stuff, and Sarah Peel from Vision. You know, I don't know what she's from Galveston.
Yeah,
I know. I feel bad. I don't know what Sarah's exact thing is, but yes, that's going to be sick. Like, there's going to be first time trying to get the festival going on the island.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, it'll be a good time of year too. Like, you know, November's really good on the island. You're just past bike weekend and all that stuff, so all the locals are back in town wanting something to do.
Yeah, usually the weather is decent.
Well, that's like Dan and I went to Art Walk last weekend, Saturday night, and man, it was packed. It was fun. It was not, there's a lot of great galleries, and the cool part now is there's enough galleries that are outside of like the post office strip now that you can go to these other places and see great shows. A lot of them have live music going on. They all got free wine. But it's just it's a good experience now. And so I think once we get to November, it'll be even nicer weather. And I just think people are really gonna dig it. And I mean, just the amount of music you get to see.
Yeah.
In one day, but also for the 3 days that it's happening, man.
Right. It's a festival.
Like it's gonna be. I think if you're a fan of good songs and songwriters and just music in general, I think it's gonna be worth your time.
Yeah. Joel really worked hard to get all these people.
He did a good job curating artists that will each they're all unique. I think.
Yeah.
It's not your run of the mill. Like a lot of times, you look at like festival lineups. It's a lot of the same bands over and over again. And I think he really did a good job of just trying to find bands that don't come through often. John Moreland hasn't been through here in a hot minute. Jesse Dayton, he used to come through pretty regularly, but he isn't even touring as much solo anymore because he's got that new thing he's doing with the 2 other guitar players.
Yeah, I think it was Memphis.
No, there's another thing he's doing. Yeah, it's 2 other Texas guitar players. So it's 3 guitarists. It's really cool.
Everybody's starting a new band.
Right.
But yeah, like Brent Best is coming down here from Slaughter.
Yeah, dude. I mean, and last time he was here was when we were supposed to play with him and someone messed around and got COVID.
Someone, my dirty child.
Dirty pirate of a kid.
I know, I had to keep him away from us.
Right.
And then later, and the weekend after Thanksgiving, we'll be up in Bryan doing Howdy Fest 2025, which is, everyone's like, look at me, look at my phone, but I just got the email with all the details.
Nice.
So we'll be playing the second night. We'll be doing a full band set. We're playing Gabe Wooten's coming.
Yeah.
Great American Boxcar Chorus.
Yes, dude.
Grifters and Shills is playing. Bobcat, the one-man band's playing.
Is Great American, is that with Austin?
Yeah.
Yeah, Austin Mays plays trumpet and guitar in that.
We got first night will be the Southern D-Gens, which I love that, the D-Gens.
That's great.
From down country.
Yeah.
But Drifters and Grifters is playing, not to be confused with Grifters and Shills. There's going to be. I also love that we're playing a festival in Bryan, and there's a 2-hour break for the A&M UT game.
Yeah, because it's that
in the
day.
middle of the night because they know that it would be just
Dead.
shut up.
I can't hear my TV.
Plus, the 101's a great venue, and it'll be nice to play there when it's cold.
Oh, I
Dude,
know.
I'm telling you, the 101
Outside.
again. It's crazy that just kind of popped up as a kind of response to the Rev Bar closing down.
Yeah.
You know, that place just shuttered, and then the 101 came on, and it's like everyone that went to the Rev was over there now.
the 101.
And so it was great. It's a fun, and they have like the nicest bathroom of a venue. You ever notice that? Because it's an old converted gas station.
Yeah.
So the bathroom's on the outside on the side
Oh,
of it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like you go and you're like, this doesn't feel like a gas station anymore.
Right.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
Now, the 101's a great room. It's just a fun
venue.
place to play. Like, we've never had a bad experience.
Well, and it's always got a good vibe. If the locals are appreciative of it, its existence, so it's always a good show. There's always people,
Yeah.
like it's an experience.
So if you're around Austin after Thanksgiving, come.
Oh, not Austin.
See, sorry,
Bryan.
Brian.
College
Why did I
Station.
say Austin? Because you said
Austin Mays.
Austin
Austin
Mays.
Mays, yeah.
Damn it.
And people are named after cities. So you can come up to Austin and be like, hey, buddy, you should come and be on the podcast. And
Is anyone playing this name Brian? Because that would be confusing too.
Right? No, there's a kid named College Station.
Okay, no. Come up to Brian and see us after Thanksgiving.
Come up to Brian and see us play with Austin.
right, that's it. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So we got that going down.
There we go. The puzzle piece locked into place.
But yes, I mean, that's really most of what we got going on for the rest of the year.
Yeah, dude, and then we get to release the album.
The album
next
coming
year,
2026, probably. We were looking at February. It'll be February or March. We may just go ahead and stick with it seems kind of self-serve. I feel like every other year on our anniversary, we release an album. Me and Kim's anniversary.
Yeah, I say yeah.
Yep.
So it'll also be the 10th year of Brightwire next year.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It'll be 10 years that Brightwire has existed. And even weirder, it'll be like 7 years Hell's been in the band.
Yeah, I know.
And this is our first year with a full band configuration, year 10.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've had the full band. I think we did, 2 shows in 2023?
Did we?
Yeah, we did the album release, then we did the one in October with Chris Milam.
Oh, yeah.
Then we did a bunch this year.
Bunch
But
this
yes,
year.
we'll be doing that. I know our first show of 2026, we already got in the books. We're playing January 25th, which is a Sunday, at 1810 Ojamon for Joel's birthday.
Hell yeah.
We're playing a full band show with Grifters and Shills and Houston punk rock legends, The Hate,
Who Joel at one time drummed for.
who apparently, put it on the DL, but Joel's supposed to play drums with them for a couple songs for his birthday.
Don't tell people. They shouldn't
I don't think it's a secret. Hope not.
I hope not. We screwed that up.
Maybe you should just edit this out.
And then the
Start over.
other thing we have coming up in 2026 that I'm going to try to find the picture for is we are heading up to Wisconsin on a Memorial Day weekend in May for Dipperfest 2. We met Luke Hendrickson last year,
Yep.
2 years ago on the road.
The roughed up duck.
He's killer, and he invited us up. He was booking the festival and wanted us up there. Craziness, we're playing with Green Jello.
Yes, Little Pig, let me in.
Yes, playing with Dig Deep, who I've listened to since we played. We've played shows where people have said me and the lead guy from Dig Deep favor each other. So I'm looking forward to seeing one of my doppelgangers out in the wild. The Deslondes are playing. How do we say Deslondes? But they're playing. They're from Louisiana. They're a pretty big band. There's a bunch of killer people playing this.
Yeah.
And so if
And
you're around
we've never been to Wisconsin.
we've
Never been.
never played Wisconsin, so we'll be heading up Memorial Day weekend and coming home. Hope to get a Brewers game in.
They're going to come say hi.
So that's going to be exciting, and that's really
So that'll
all
be
we have coming up.
that'll be another baseball field part.
Yeah.
Yep.
Knocked off the
Well,
list.
for y'all.
Health didn't even realize that he was going to join a band that led to going to all these different ballparks.
Or state capitals.
Right.
It wasn't even my goal, but apparently, I'm doing it.
I don't even like baseball.
I don't like baseball or state capitals, but I keep
Better
going to all
than
the
sitting
damn
in a
things.
bar or sitting in the hotel room watching TV.
True. You can only watch so many
Visit.
episodes of Cops.
You should
Right.
see where you are, wherever you travel.
And that's a big thing we like doing, man, because we're still, I don't know. I'm still a lame kid that grew up at the beach and didn't get to go anywhere. So
we never got to go on vacation
world.
when I was a kid.
No, man,
We got to go
parents, my mom had 1 job or 2 jobs, 3 jobs.
We would do like one big family vacation like every 5-6 years, because I remember twice making the trek to Orlando for Disney World and back. But my sister, my middle sister Lindsay, she was like big into softball, and so she started like playing for those like semi-pro team things where they would play year round, and so the summer was all going to tournaments. And then for some god-awful reason, the national tournament was always in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, in the middle of summer. And if you've ever been to Oklahoma in the summer,
it's 110 degrees.
Like, they have to shut down. They don't play games from like 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. because it's so hot. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. There's other places to have a tournament. Like, seriously.
Yeah, I wonder if that's why they have like the College World Series in Omaha. Is it like usually mild weather?
Yeah, they can play more games.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Although I have to credit the national softball tournament with my love for enamel pins, because a big thing at the tournament is you trade pins. Like, teams have a pin made, and so you go, and so people have these towels that are just lined with all their pins for that year. And so it was really cool. So that's why it's a big deal for me. Like, when I see bands, I try to get their pins or buttons, because I have a wall of pins in my garage that's now spilled over to my classroom because I have so many pins.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
rad.
It's also an addiction, I think, too.
Yeah, at least it's a better thing to pack rat, than like newspapers.
And I've come to the conclusion that hoarding and gathering are really closely aligned. Hoarding is just like a crap load of stuff, but it's gathering when you like have control of it and like organize it a little bit. So I'm not a hoarder. I'm a gatherer.
If you were a hoarder, you would
You're
refuse to trade a pen. You'd be like, well, no, I want yours and I can't let you have this one.
Right. So everything has like an emotional attachment. So
so the fact you were able to trade was like, ooh.
Yeah, I was able to let go of it. So I was good with that.
That's a huge moment, to realize that not a hoarder.
That's the first step.
So, all right, to recap, we got Kim Job,
What up?
health single,
Not ready to mingle.
me needed therapy from dealing with health and Kim and the world at large. No, I'm playing. New record in the can, being mastered right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully by the end of this week. Artwork almost done. We'll have it pressed. We'll have it out in 2026.
But we'll have you some singles.
2 festivals. We'll have singles coming up.
Hell yeah.
I'll pressure John to see if he can get us at least one mastered song to put with this episode. So
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Wow, that's a toe tapper.
Yeah.
And,
That's a real fancy track there.
and I think that's about it.
Yeah.
We got 5 more episodes coming up this season.
Sorry.
What's up?
The Old Quarter Festival.
We talked
You're
about the Old Quarter
recapping.
Festival.
Well, you're
Did
recapping.
You were recapping. You missed that in the recap,
the Old
bro.
Quarter Well, I was saying we have festivals coming up the rest of the year.
Yeah.
You cut me off right when I was saying festivals coming up.
Sorry.
So we have festivals coming up for the rest of this year. We got one in 2026. Ojamon with the Hates and Grifters and Shills in January. Don't know when we'll be playing after that. We really are going to try to, once December hits, take it easy. We want to get together, do some full bitches, tighten the setup so we sound really good.
Yeah.
Work on stuff here, get working on other stuff. We've been working on, side project stuff. So we've got a lot going on. And, so that's it.
I just gotta gather my funds so I can go ahead and get the PV Power Slide guitar for the full band set.
That would be sick.
If anybody has a line on one of those and wants to donate, let a brother know.
PV Power Slide
PV Power Slide
is on Health on the Shelf's Christmas list.
or Hanukkah list, whatever you celebrate. I'm not here to split hairs.
All right. Well, so as always, if you like the podcast, share it with everybody. Help get the word out. If you want to be on the podcast, hit us up, because we're pretty much took those breaks in the middle of the year. It's pretty much going to end. We'll take Christmas week and New Year's week off.
Yeah.
And we'll probably be right back with our 4th season. We're guaranteeing you we will get to 100 episodes. We'll probably keep going, but that's where we'll be like,
We're gonna Mark Maron it. Sorry, we're done.
we can revisit how much. It may not be as all the time once we get to 100. we feel like we've done it. But our goal starting out was 100, so we're going to try to get there. Not try, we will
get there.
And so we'll be at 75 at the end of this year.
That's crazy.
Y'all be good out there. There may be a song after this. Who's coming up next week? Don't know yet. It might be Grifters and Shills, but I think we're going to hold them off closer to their new album release.
Yeah.
So we'll have somebody to talk to, and we'll see you in a week. Later.
Bye.